over here. Get some music on. Get moving. Okay, that's fucking loud. Can we try that a little bit? Not so fucking loud. Friends, can you hear that okay in the stream?
1 second.
Okay, either he's full of shit, or they didn't call them dowsing rods.
Yeah, music sounds fine.
Okay. You're gonna have to look through the quest book and see if they added something for this, because I don't see it in any eye.
It's apparently it's called Aura Finder 1.
Well, if you want to give her a go. I'm perfectly fine with sticking with my normal here.
It's pretty cheap, just need magnetic iron rod, stick, gold ring, iron rod, redstone. Apparently you can craft magnetic iron rods with redstone.
Yeah, that's how you make your original magnetic iron. That's how you do it in GT5R, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbass.
Do enough redstone. Don't make me more redstone.
Should be able to throw some into the macerator. You just have to turn on the... We've got a bunch of redstone ore there. We might even have some small pieces too.
I found some impure dust.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should have some impure dust or some crush laying around somewhere. By the way, one thing I could agree with you borrowing from this pack is the waypoint thing for JEI. So you don't have to make a waypoint for every frickin' vein you find. It's a bit lazy, but I have to admit it's somewhat useful. I still hate the grid system shit, but I could use this in GT6 style as well. But it would be nice if we could use it where when you found a rock, kind of like the mod that the dude was trying to make for Prospector's Journal, I think it was called, or something like that. He was trying to do for GT6. The problem was when you picked up a rock that was for a vein, it couldn't tell that a rock right next to it was the same vein. So it would put like a waypoint for each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So then you'd have like 6 or 8 waypoints for the same vein. So you would need to put in some kind of, don't frickin' mark the same style vein or same type of vein for, however many chunks. Or have it kind of like this one where you, if you hover over like this iron vein, it says brown limonite, yellow limonite, banded iron, and malachite. It actually is marked into what the vein name actually is and what all ores are found in that vein. You'd have to kind of do it in a reverse way of, if I pick up a rock that is for the same type of vein of the last one I just picked up within this certain radius, don't mark it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's something I could see people finding useful in GT5R that wouldn't break me.
By the way, someone said when I posted about this mod and one of the Discord someone, they're saying, why is it necessary? You already have GTN. So they have broken modern versions.
Hmm.
Because,
Of course they do. They don't understand the difference. And you being the confrontational asshole that you are, you wouldn't tell them the same thing I would tell them. Which is a whole lot of bitching, and this is the non-broken, non-bullshit made by people that know what the fuck they're doing. GregTech style mod. Not the laughably broken made by people that's never played proper GregTech. GregTech style mod that wants to put itself off as being GregTech. By the way, I have to mention just how funny it is to hear somebody say, or read somebody say, I was going to say something, and this is what it was I was going to say, but I'm not because I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's like, okay, well, for one, you just said what it was that you were going to say. So if it was going to hurt my feelings, well, you kind of failed because, well, it would have hurt my feelings. But also, you do realize you're a random idiot on the internet, right? How are you going to hurt my feelings?
Some people can get their feelings hurt just from random people on the internet.
I don't get it. I was like, feelings. Can you explain this concept to me, please? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Their comment of what was going to hurt my feelings was that I'm so bad at video games that I'm entertaining to watch only because of how bad I am at video games. And that was supposed to hurt my feelings. Because I didn't win the approval of some random person on the internet. I've also stated, dozens, if not more times, I don't give a shit if you're watching me because you're learning something, or you're watching me because you're entertained by my personality and the shit I say, or if you're watching me because you're laughing at how bad you think I do at what I'm doing. If you understand how YouTube works, I'm getting a view no matter what your feelings are about why you're doing so. So, I don't really care. If you're learning something, good. I'm glad you're learning something. If you're entertained, good. I'm glad you're entertained. If you're, laughing at me because you think I'm bad at the game, good. I'm glad you're entertained. My job here is done. Fuck off. I don't know. Now you just want to hear me rant, asshole. Hi, Chairman. Thanks for the super chat. At least I know my goals work now. So what would you like me to rant about today? The sky being blue, the water being wet, Trends not finding me this fucking gypsum bullshit.
I figured out how to be looking. I'm gonna look for Fool's Earth, and that should hopefully find me. Yeah, gypsum was in the sample of one of the materials in the vein in order to find it.
Yeah, just remember, Fuller's Earth is in 2 different veins. We've already found the one vein that has it. How you been, Chairman? also, as for your I've learned nothing, that's not my fault if you're unteachable. You know the whole lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can lead a chairman to knowledge, but you can't make him think. It's not my fault. That's my line, asshole. No, wait a minute. My line's I didn't do it. Never mind. Proceed. Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate it when my hard work is recognized. So, did you go and join the guys over on Aurora Fury for Vintage Craft? Or, sorry, Vintage Story. Hasn't been Vintage Craft in years. What the fuck are you talking about, dumbass? I think this might be confused, but we'll go with it. Now, once we get some shit worked out around here, we'll hopefully be having a GT5R server up for everybody to dick around on. Yeah, I'm not as excited about the Borderlands 4 thing. I still haven't decided if I want to waste some money to be abused, which is what I felt playing fucking 3. I hated 3. Oh, let me tell you. Three makes me all hot and bothered. Makes my little sticker peck out. Can you join the server, Laz? My servers are Patreon only because it keeps the riffraff out, keeps people out that want to grief and just come on to be annoying while you're trying to stream, shit like that. So yes, you can, but it'll cost you, you know, a minimum maintenance fee. I have tried to forget as much of Borderlands 3 as I possibly fucking could. So I don't know that I can tell you what all I found annoying about fucking 3. One thing I hated about it was, well, the story. To steal a word from you kids, it felt like cringe content. It felt like every fucking time somebody opened their mouth, I just wanted to ugh. And I think I did quite a few times because it's just so stupid. Did I give you PTSD? No, Chairman, you didn't give me PTSD. But I also hated the fact that, you know, legendary weapons were way too fucking easy to acquire. I enjoy the farming aspect of, like, GT2, or, fuck, GT2, Borderlands 2. You know, I spent fucking, oh, what was it? Yeah, he just had a release in April. Did you see the update video? I didn't hold on. Like, you pay the fuck attention. I forgot who I'm talking to. Give me a minute. Well, joke or not, you're getting a fucking link because I done went and looked it up, asshole. But yeah, he's also been doing a bunch of commits in the last month. Amazingly, he did one that if he'd have done it 8 years ago, people might have hated GT6 a little bit less. He's recently added a low temperature melter. A smelter that doesn't take fucking tungsten. So you can get away from the crucible quicker. Not that, you know, I understand people wanting to get away from it. I like the crucible, but I also understand that I'm a strange and unusual fellow that most people don't like the crucible. All I heard was yap, yap, yap. Uh-huh. That's all you ever hear. Night, dude. I know you're strange, but don't be such a stranger. Ah, what you're apologizing to me for? I just told you that that's how it works. If you can't do it, that's, all up to you. Motherfucking fuck off, bat. And exactly what the fuck could you possibly be buying that the tariffs are hurting you? I don't get it. Do you source your ramen straight from China? You know how nice it'd be to have a fucking item barrel I could just bring with me to fill up a fucking cobblestone? You know, it'd be nice if there was a GT5 style mod out that actually had fucking GT6 item barrels and mass storages. Oh, wait, there is. It's called GT5R. Well, that's not exactly how that should be working, so if that's how it's working where you are, you live in a shit fucking place. Move. Or, you know, there's also the chance that you're full of shit and you're just trying to bring politics into this conversation, or, you know, train's coming, golf tracks, motherfucker. Speaking of, let me finish my rant, or you're just full of shit and you're just making up excuses. Anyways, have you seen the two fucking idiots on the internet that don't know how trains work? Holy shit. Who the fuck pulls up to a fucking train crossing, the lights start flashing and the gates come down after you pass them, and try to stop and back up? You've got to be some serious levels of stupid for that. You do understand that a train works on this, you know, very simple system. Is there track? If equals yes, could be train. If equals no, can't be train. So if you don't want to get hit by a train, stay the fuck away from the tracks, stupid. Don't stop on them and try to back up. Ever heard the phrase, when you're going through hell, just keep going? Don't look back. Don't let the devil know you were ever there. You know, they made a whole song about it. And kind of how it works with trains. You know, the less the train knows you were ever there, the better off you are. Get the fuck through there and fuck off. You don't want to be in its world. It doesn't want to be in your world.
Hey, Bear. I'm a Gypsum vein.
You fucking kidding me?
Yes. Using the Pathfinder one.
With those stupid ass dowsing rods, you actually found one.
Yes.
Where in the fuck are you?
I can send the waypoint to you.
Okay. You're that way. Also, 10% more. So you're saying that 10 cents on a dollar is breaking you. If that's the case, then I wouldn't want you thinking about my Patreon in the first place. Because if 10 cents on a dollar is going to break you, you shouldn't be trying to give anybody else money. Oh yeah, that's the way we ran into that fucking lava. We didn't go that way. I ended up with this fucking lava right here. Alright, well, I can snake around it a little bit here and work my way that way. I really don't. Yeah, that's bad. Ooh. Rustler. You sexy bitch, you. Now that is exciting. Where that lava is our manganese vein.
Hmm.
Which means, you know, stainless steel. Okay, I either have the worst luck or I'm digging in a horrible spot. Well, clearly that's a horrible spot. Damn, I had her make wrought iron today. She fucking made wrought iron today. She did some damn good work. Okay, did she log out with the fucking tools in her pocket?
Oh no, I have a couple tools on me.
I need the hammer and file.
Yeah, I have those.
Yeah, I will say, it didn't sound like something she'd do. Do you have a bucket on you?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going to need 2 buckets for this. Once I get my ass over there and get the shit. We'll save actually making this shit for next stream. I just want to get the mining part done today. So I'll go and get over to the vein, get a bunch of it mined up, go get some calcium, and then we'll deal with the making of the shit next Thursday or Friday. Shit. Can I talk you into bringing me down some torches? Completely forgot to grab them. Just grab me a stack out of the barrel. Camera's fucking sleeping. It's fucking 8 o'clock at night for us, so it's... what? 8 plus 7? 15 minus 12, it's fucking 3 a.m. for her. Thanks, dude. I can't keep her up all nights of the day all the time. I only get away with that once a week. The rest of the time, you guys are stuck with me with no camera filter. Mohahaha. Most everything Cameron and I do together, stream-wise or recording-wise, is done during the day. She's on a completely different continent than I am. Not just a different place. She's across the fucking ocean from me. And 2 mountain ranges. And there's reasons for why she sounds American, but that's her story to tell, not mine. If she wants you to know, she can fucking tell you. Good. Stay that way. As long as you're confused, I didn't say more than what I should. Women like their secrets. They named a whole antiperspirant after it. After all. And an underwear line. But I still say that Victoria bitch ain't got no secrets. If she does, she's hiding them under the smallest amount of fucking fabric possible. I do have to say, though, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert have got to love what their names are associated with. It must have been some really hard times in England under, Prince Albert, if he's now known as a bolt through the cock. Doesn't say a whole lot about a guy as a ruler when people want to name a, bolt through the cock after you.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, Prince Albert piercing is where by the way, if you have any sensitivities, you probably shouldn't be watching me anyways. But if you're extremely sensitive, you might want to, mute for a second. A Prince Albert piercing is where they take a needle, basically, and they go in the hole in the end of your dick and out the bottom, and then put a fucking ring through that new hole. I don't know how you don't piece fucking in 2 streams after that. I also don't know why anybody in their right fucking mind would want to do that. A lot of places I could think of to add a little bit of accessory, but not there. Not like that. Put some fringe on the motherfucker if you want. Give your balls a tutu. Don't be shoving fucking stainless steel through the damn thing. My biggest issue with, even thinking about getting something like that is I'd be afraid that, wife, girlfriend would start thinking it was a tow hook for when I'm doing something stupid. Grab a hold of it. Come on, let's go. Ah! Imagine the fucking blood-curdling scream. That fucking hurt like hell. That's not a tow hook, bitch. Damn it. So I told the ex I wanted to go find a place that sold bull rings. The real life-size, real fucking thick bull rings. I wanted to get one put in my belly button. That way I'd look like I had a tow hook. But then I was afraid the ex-wife would try to actually use it for that. But it would have been funny as hell. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to pull it out with that. Pretty sure that would be quite painful. You'd have to be into some serious fucking S&M bullshit to want to attach a string to that and use it to whip it out. You're not gonna believe what I'm digging through right now on my way to the gypsum vein, dude.
What is it?
Another lapis vein, what we need for the other half of this shit. We need the fucking calcite that's in the lapis vein, so I can literally get both of them right fucking here. You're not gonna believe this, but well, it is GT5 style vein, so you might actually believe it. I just found granitic mineral sand, and I'm not close enough, I don't think. I might be. It might be a big vein. There might be two here. That is a high up vein, right? Since it's supposed to be
it's 50 to 60.
sedimentary. Yeah, I figured so. It did say it was sedimentary, so I'm assuming. There's the small gypsum ore. There's the vein. Now, how rare is... Yeah, I found 2 back to back. It's exactly what I thought. No wonder I was having so much issue finding it everywhere else when the damn thing spawned 2 of them over here. So, can I smelt this shit into iron? Yes, I can. Okay. That's what I was assuming. Because it's basically magnetite. The mineral sand that's in here. I want this one. Ore washing gives me the salt dust, and then macerating it'll give me magnetite, and then that'll give me gold, that'll give me more magnetite, and if I thermal, it'll give me magnetite. Okay, that's basically what I expected out of it.
No, but I don't think this is the vein that I found.
I'm still 114 blocks away from you, and I found 2 over here. There might be 3 over here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But you got me into the right part of the world, so that's all that really matters. Apparently all the fucking gypsum is hit on this side of the world. By the way, you know GT6 kind of, sort of, not really has this vein. Gypsum is in a different vein than what the Balsic and basaltic, and fuck, the other one, the blacker one, the other mineral sand, granitic. GT6 has both of those, just not with gypsum.
Mm-hmm.
It's a version of magnetite. It's one of our black sands. We have magnetite sand, we have basaltic mineral sand, and we have granitic mineral sand. They're all the same fucking thing, for the most part. They can give a little bit of different byproduct if you sift them, but they're basically the same thing. Because in GT6 you just smelt them for iron most of the time. It seems like a good thing too that we found so many of these over here, because how much fucking gypsum do we need per set of bricks?
2 dust per bricks. Every brick block requires 2 dust.
Oh fuck. So even with macerating it, it's going to be 1 ore per block. And so far, I've found 12.
It's sporadic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell. Well, wait a minute. I did. Yeah, it is only 2. I was hoping maybe they treated this like lapis or redstone and you got more than 2 per. Yeah, fuck off. I don't even know what the fuck that was from. Are you over here, Trins?
I'm on the surface currently.
You're what?
I'm on the surface currently.
Oh, okay, so that was you that blew up the concussion creeper.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it's a good thing I got luck on my pickaxe. How fucking little of these ores I'm actually finding. I'm getting a couple extra here and there. Which is weird because I only have, let's see, yeah, 168 of 450, so I'm supposed to have the equivalent of Fortune 1, and I'm getting about 2 out of every ore. Because it takes so much time to put them down. I don't use run minecart tracks right now. Just because I can't afford to fucking make them. There's railcraft in here. Just to make regular track, I need 2 screws, I need 2 standard rails, and I need wooden rail beds. And to make wooden rail beds, I need 4 wooden ties and a hammer. And that's 3 slabs and a bucket, cell, or bottle of creosote per wooden tie. It'll be a lot easier to do when I can make a bath and bathe the shit. But to make the rails, I need stone ties and rods or a bending machine. It's not something I can afford to do at the moment. It's something that I will do, just not currently. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, even if I wanted to make wooden rails, I still need iron rods and iron screws. I would also just love to know exactly where in the hell they have ever seen you need wood ties and stone ties for a track. That seems really weird. That's exactly the way it seems to me. You gotta find that balance of difficulty, playability, and just plain old simple logic. You gotta kind of look at shit after you're done and go, does this really make sense? And maybe for some of them, some of this shit does make sense. But for me, a lot of it does not. Yes, but I am, if you paid attention in the stream yesterday, I'm the only person that finds me making these tunnels to be intelligent. Everybody else thinks me making these tunnels to my veins is fucking stupid. They think it's way more intelligent, way more efficient to just run across the landscape, find a ladder, climb down ladder, dig vein. But you also have to remember, this is a long haul. Saying doing it at the beginning, there's a lot of beginning. I am in what I like to consider caveman age. I'm not to the age of industrialization yet, where tracks should even be a thing. I am barely out of a cave. I need to get a little bit of infrastructure done, and then I will worry about caves, or worry about carts. But they're not going to, because that takes time and it takes resources. Everybody wants to speed through the shit. They've made this pack where it's a gruel to get through. Hell, even Etherin probably wouldn't take the time to put in carts, and he's playing this shit in hardcore and has been playing in the same world off and on for over a fucking year. I seriously doubt he's gonna make them. And for what I'm about to say, I can only really badmouth because I fall victim to it myself. which is when you get these heavy progression-based packs like this, they tend to take away from a bit of your creativity. Like, look at how we're doing GT5R. We're not taking the time to do anything we don't have to do. We automate it, make sure it works, on to the next thing. We haven't taken barely any time to do anything that's not testing or automation. And we haven't even automated all the things we should have automated. We're doing a lot of stuff manually that we could have had at least partially automated, like circuits. If I was doing this normally, I would have taken the time to set up assemblers for just about every step of the circuit process. I did set up the basics of it for the boards, but that's it. When I actually play through it and I'm not testing it, then I will take more time and put in more effort. But right now I'm trying to get testing done, find as many bugs as I can find as quickly as I can find them, so they can get fixed and we can get it out before everybody has fucked off to 121 and doesn't care. But without it being a buggy fucking mess.
I think we still have some time because of the fact that I don't think the summer drop is going to be 122. I think it's just going to be 121.6. It's so small, and they're already kind of finished. So yeah, it's at least fall, I'm guessing. Maybe winter.
New shit. That's a simple one to answer. Everybody wants to play with the new shit. Minecraft has gotten people on this cycle, basically. and it bleeds over into modded Minecraft, where they put out an update, then they start working on the next update, showing people what they're working on along the way, getting them excited for what's coming, to where people are basically foaming at the mouth for the new shit they see in the new update. So they just want to jump to that next update. Where mods, in my opinion, do it better. You know, mods just keep building on the same basic version over and over and over until, you know, they're kind of forced to change because of vanilla. So then people can kind of go along with the progression of it. You don't have to do a whole new thing. And the issue with mods is it's vanilla basically doesn't give a shit about the modded part, and they break shit just about every update to where modded worlds can't really be ported over. And you also, you know, when you're doing these major changes, some mod makers fuck off. They say, man, we're not going to bother with this one. There wasn't anything, you know, game changing enough that I care about for my mod. I'm going to stick with the version I'm on. And so then when you try to update your pack to a new version, you're missing a mod or three, which also mess up your world. So you can't really update cross worlds if you're playing with multiple mods. Which maybe this bullshit that Minecraft is doing with the whole 121.12345 thing will actually end up being good. Maybe they've finally gotten the back end stuff to the point that they're finally happy with it and got shit done to where they can add content without fucking up an entire update. Because that's a big thing. When they go doing changes from like 1.7.10 to 1.8, that was a major change because they changed the whole fighting mechanic. I can't remember if it was 1.8 or 1.9 where they changed the eating and health thing.
Well, they're about these places. No, they haven't fixed it. It's only made it worse because now they're introducing breaking changes in these sprint releases and features. Actually made it worse for modders to deal with. So it's why modders staying in 121.1 instead of on the newest. Too much work.
I was hoping it was only adding new blocks and, you know, new entities, stuff like that, and basic mechanics. It wasn't going to change so modders could jump from one partial build to the, or partial release, whatever the fuck you guys call that shit. What do you call the incrementals like that? to me, they're just builds. They're not updates. To me, an update is, 1.20 to 1.21. That's an update. Anything below that, to me, is an incremental update or a, different build of the same update. It's not really an update. Why don't you have those loud, annoying birds? Well, one, they're not birds, they're phantoms. And two, we're in a completely different version of Minecraft that doesn't have phantoms. Currently, we're in 1.7.10. Also, how the fuck can you tell we don't have them? I haven't been outside. Those are a more modern Minecraft thing. Now, as far as why we don't have them in GT5R, because we turn the cocksuckers off on the server because they add absolutely nothing to the game. But annoyance and stupidity.
Most retarded feature ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, they added armadillos for armoring your dogs.
It's cute and does mean you can dogs won't die as easily.
Fuck you. They could have easily added armor without it having to be another animal. Also, when did Minecraft go to the whole vegan thing? Because if you notice with turtles, if you get a turtle shell, you don't kill the turtle. You breed the turtle. And isn't it the same with armadillos? You don't kill them for their shell?
I think they're trying to prevent people from killing the animals in real life, apparently, or something.
Okay, but aren't the same types of people claiming that there's cow flatulence is killing the ozone layer? Wouldn't you want more animals to die? I'm just confused. I want some consistency here.
I don't know, I just think for some reason that you being able to kill animals, I think there's loot in the game will encourage people to do it in real life. Kill wild animals, especially children, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's dumb.
I do too.
The game.
Yes and no. I don't like that as an answer to things, but I agree with you on this sentiment. But the same people use that same phrase for me not liking magic mods. Well, it's just a game, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. If I'm letting that bullshit into my brain, I'm letting that bullshit into my brain. And technically, for what you're talking about, same thing. You know, especially when you're talking about kids. You know, like the whole violent video games are bad argument. I will never once tell you that violent video games are bad. I absolutely love them. I play them a lot. I've spent a lot of my time from, 16 on playing them. Would I ever go out and do violence to another person without being provoked into it? No. But I wasn't playing them at 5 years old either. I had parents that loved and cared for me and taught me the difference between right and wrong. And that, you don't hurt other people. A good slap in the back of the head by your old man when you punch your sister. Hey, we don't hit. Goes a long way. No, I don't have a sister. Shut up. That was a joke. That was the whole getting hit, being told we don't hit thing. It's funny, but it actually also works. And if you don't have that foundation, if you don't have those parents that give a shit to teach you the difference between right and wrong, between make-believe and reality, and throw you in front of a fucking TV with a controller in your hand, and you're allowed to spend hours upon hours with nothing but the vile breed that tends to go to violent video games. Junior and I are right in this, so I'm not I'm talking out of school, I guess, as they would say it. When him and I play like Call of Duty, we are some of the most vile, nasty, talking humans on the fucking planet. Because it's getting your aggression out. We have a lot of aggression. We're angry motherfuckers. But it's a form of release of that aggression so that we're not needing to take it out on anyone or any other thing. But when that's hate fuels hate, if all the kid ever hears is fucking hate and fucking violence and never sees any love and guidance, they're not going to know any different. So violent video games aren't inherently bad, but in the wrong hands, because of idiot parents, they can be. Same as there's nothing wrong with rock music or any other kind of music. But in the wrong hands, listened to by impressionable youth without guidance, it can be. Just like there's nothing wrong with a gun. A gun by itself, as long as it's, not that fucking stupid SIG P230 or whatever it is that can, go off if you look at it funny. Most guns, on their own, are not dangerous. They have to be in the hands of somebody that wants to use them dangerously. Just like the one dude on fucking YouTube showed, and he pulled out a fucking AR-15 and said, "This is a rifle." Now, if I use it in an assaulting manner, it is then an assault weapon. But until I use it in an assaulting manner, it is just a rifle. And then he picks up a golf club. Well, and he takes a few shots at, a target. And then he pulls out a fucking golf club and he goes, "This is a golf club. This is not an assault weapon unless I use it in an assaulting manner." And then runs down the fucking range with the golf club and starts beating on the fucking paper target. So that's the difference. A golf club in the right hands can be a great sporting equipment. In the wrong hands, it can be a weapon. Same thing for a rifle. It can be self-defense. It can be hunting for sport or food. Or, in the wrong hands, it can be dangerous. Just like the people in Vancouver sadly found out recently. A car in the wrong hands can be one devastating assault weapon. Wrong person gets the wrong idea at the wrong fucking time, they can plow down a whole lot of fucking people with a fucking car.
You don't see them banning cars, so.
Hold on, let me mute the music for a minute because it's a little loud at the moment and I can't hear what you're saying. Say what?
Yeah, we don't see them banning cars, though.
Nope. Because, well, there's a reason for that. They're also, technically yes and no. And now you're going to get me sounding like a conspiracy theorist, fucker. But if you look at the way things are going, it's about control. Like it or not, it is. They're wanting to ban guns. Look at Canada. They have gone through everything they can to ban just about every gun they can get away with. And little by little, they're whittling them down to where they're not going to have anything left to even sustainably hunt with. And they're going to get it to the point where the population can't uprise against them. Because they're not going to have any left. They're just going to whittle them down, which is what they're trying to do here as well. Whittle us down, break our backs, get us to give in on little bitty bits, and so eventually they can take them. Because what our founding fathers stated about, tyrannical governments being the reason why you need to have the right to bear arms. It keeps government in fucking check. The reason why they want to ban them has nothing to do with kids. Has nothing to do with public safety. There's tons of other things they could get rid of that would make things so much safer for people and kids. Like, junk food. Start with junk food. That would save so many more lives than getting rid of fucking guns. I, being one of said fat fucks in this country, that would be very pissed off if they did. But, there's so many other things they could get rid of. But, along those lines, look at cars. You're saying, well, they're not trying to ban cars. Bullshit. They are trying to ban cars. They're trying to ban cars that can't be controlled. They're trying to get them electric with all the bells and whistles that can be controlled without a human. And once they are able to be controlled without human input, other humans can put in said input. If they don't want you going somewhere, they can make your car not start. If they don't want you doing something, they can keep you from doing it. And as you keep giving away this control, same way with when you hear people say, we don't need paper money anymore, it's useless. We can pay with our card for everything. But who can control that card? Same thing. If they don't want you buying shit, they can turn off your fucking card. All they gotta do is contact the card company. You know, it's just like if right now you have a job. You go out and get a debt. You refuse to pay said debt. That debtor that you owe money to can go and get a judgment against you. If your money is in a bank account and he gets a judgment against you that says that the court says you owe him that amount of money, you don't have to give him the money. They will take that money right out of your bank account. If you keep that money under your bed, somebody's got to break into your fucking house to get that money. But if it's in a bank account, they don't have to even ask. You don't have to voluntarily give it. They'll just take it. And same thing if you owe the fucking courts. They'll just take it. It's all about control. Why do you think all us old motherfuckers want to drive vehicles that were made before 1990 that have no fucking sensors in them? And, you know, start with a key instead of a fob in your pocket. And run on something as simple as, you know, distilled alcohol, if you know what the fuck you're doing. I don't have to worry about it. I'm old enough that I ain't gonna be fucking around for it. I'm an unhealthy, damn near 50-year-old man who hopes to hit 80 but doesn't see myself making it past, well, tomorrow most days. You know, every day that I'm on this planet is a gift from God. Because He's chosen to keep me here for some fucking reason. But you younger motherfuckers are gonna have to deal with this shit. And I hope like hell y'all learn what non-passive resistance is before it's too fucking late. And stand up and say, no, fuck you. Which is why I didn't have so much issue with the whole January 6th thing. That was wrote into our Constitution. Government tries some bullshit you don't fucking agree with. You fucking tell them how you feel. And that's, in my opinion, what they were doing. They were expressing their constitutional right to tell the government to go fuck themselves. It's something they felt was wrong. Whether they were right or wrong, they were in the right to do what they did, whether people were offended by it or not. Okay, we have over a stack. Have you figured out how many bricks we actually need for, let's say, 3 of these? Did he fall asleep on me?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. Well, if you can figure that out, then I can figure out how much of this I need to get. Like I said, I've got, I think, a stack. You can look down there in that chest under the macerator. I think it's like a stack in 12. And we need 1 ore per brick, so I can make about 76 bricks right now. Which I'm pretty sure is about 2. Because you're talking 4 blocks high, right? For a primitive blast furnace. So 8 times 4 is 32.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the controller we're going to ignore for the moment. And then 1 extra one in the bottom. So you switch them around. And that's a hollow 8. A hollow structure of 8. And then we need the 4 extra for the controller. So you're talking 36 per structure, basically. So if we have enough to do 72, we can make like 2.
Mm-hmm. 108 for 3.
108 for 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how much of the, is it 2 for the, calcite as well? Because I still got to get that as well. I have some. Okay. So we're going to need 108 gypsum and 108 calcite. And right now we have 60, 70, 85. So 85 from 108, how much more do I need to get?
Need 23 more.
Okay. I'll go get 23 more. Well, hold on, wait a minute. We got 4 crushed right here. I'm going to throw this down here as well. Sorry, that was 24? Is that what you said?
It's at 23.
23. Okay. My memory's horrible. Did we not get any dust? And we've got 3. Alright. So 23, 22, 21, 19 and a half. We're just going to go grab 20 more. Roughly. Or what I could do, actually, since we have that much of it, I think I'm going to go work on the calcite, actually, because I only have like 18 of that, so I need way more of that. And then while I'm getting the last of what we need for the last one, you guys can start making the bricks, start processing what we do have, and start putting shit together while I grab what we need to finish up if it comes down to it.
Yeah, we probably need more clay for that.
Yeah, so you can work on finding and getting more clay. She can work on the processing. I can work on finishing up the last bit of bullshit, because it's almost 10 o'clock, so you probably need to get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to work on the calcite for probably another hour or so, and then I'll get the fuck out of here. And we should be able to get 3 blast furnaces up next week, so we can start making steel and finally get into the electric age. The beginnings of the electric age. And I'm pretty sure calcite is only on the bottom half of this vein. Oh, nope, there is some up here. It's just the sporadic one, too.
Anyways, good night.
Yep, have a good one, dude. Thanks for coming on and helping. Alright, let's get the music back on. Wait, did they get rid of it? Am I retarded? I think they might have got rid of it. I'll have to have him check the book. Because it should be... Oh, never mind. Right there. Reinforced 3. Which is molten obsidian in a large plate cast. I don't know if we have enough aluminum brass to make a plate cast. Yeah, I don't think we have any left. Although, we do have, somewhere around here, one random fucking aluminum dust. We might actually be able to use that, I don't know. I'll have Trin see if he can make me one. And I can put some reinforcing on this bitch. Give it unbreaking. I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah, I got 4 modifiers left on it. Alright. I got enough room to get started with one. I'm going to go ahead and get the hell on out for tonight. We should actually be able to get to steel next time, so have a good one.